We're halfway through the dinner, plate still warm. The kitchen light hangs low above the bread. I've circled round this sentence in my head 100 times before I brought it here. I set my spoon down slow beside the bowl, a small quiet motion, nothing loud. You look up curious, patient, waiting, like you already sensed I had something now. This is the sentence I finally start, the one I've carried folded in my chest. I set the spoon down and it begins. This is the sentence I finally start. The steam has stopped rising off the table. The conversation settles into pause. I trace the spoon's handle for a moment, steadying my breath before the words. I tell you how I've watched you through the weeks, the small things I never said out loud. You reach across and rest your hand on mine now, like you'd been waiting for this sound. This is the sentence I finally start, the one I've carried folded in my chest. I set the spoon down and it begins. This is the sentence I finally start. Maybe it's silly, needing a signal, a spoon, a pause before the truth. But some hearts need a small beginning before they find the way to move. The dinner's cold by now, we hardly notice. The words kept coming once I let them start. You tell me you'd been waiting, watching quietly for me to set that small thing down and start. I used to think confessions needed thunder. Now I know a whisper works as well. The spoon still rests beside my empty bowl now, and nothing after tonight feels the same. This is the sentence I finally start, the one I've carried folded in my chest. I set the spoon down and it begins. This is the sentence I finally start, the spoon I finally set down, started everything worth saying. The dishes sit unwashed a little longer. The music's low, the kitchen light turned down. We're standing here with nowhere else to be. No reason left to rush or leave this town. Practice this in whispers to the mirror. 100 ways to make this sentence right, but none of them prepared me for your eyes, watching mine in this unhurried light. Let me tell you now, before the night moves on, before the courage I have found is gone. I've loved you longer than I ever said, so let me tell you now, before the night moves on. The kitchen clock keeps counting on so quietly. The door stays closed and neither of us minds. I set my cup down slow beside the sink and finally say what I've been saving for. Your shoulders drop, your breath comes out unguarded, like you had carried this same weight too. We stand there letting all the silence settle to confessions meeting in the room. Let me tell you now, before the night moves on, before the courage I have found is gone. I've loved you longer than I ever said, so let me tell you now, before the night moves on. No grand speech, no perfect timing, just a kitchen and a quiet start. Sometimes the smallest hour holds the biggest truth inside a heart. Later we'll remember this small kitchen, the dishes waiting cold beside the sink. Not the words exactly, just the feeling of finally saying what we truly think. You take my hand across the counter gently, no rush left in either of our eyes. We found our quiet, honest, unrehearsed, right here beneath the kitchen light. Let me tell you now, before the night moves on, before the courage I have found is gone. I've loved you longer than I ever said, so let me tell you now, before the night moves on. A quiet confession finally spoken, right here, just me and you. sit an inch apart on the old couch, your arm so near it warms the space between. I could reach across and close the distance, but something in this quiet feels serene. The record spins its second side already. Neither of us moves to change the song. We let the evening drift along unhurried. This nearness is enough to keep us strong. I don't need to hold you to feel this close. I don't need a word to know you're mine. This small space between us holds no distance, just quiet company and steady time. Your hand rests open on the cushion near mine. I trace the shadow that it makes instead. The lamp burns low, a little haze on the glass, and nothing here needs to be rushed or said. We've learned that closeness isn't always touching. Sometimes it's just choosing where to stay. I glance at you, you glance right back unhurried, and that's enough to carry through the day. I don't need to hold you to feel this close. I don't need a word to know you're mine. This small space between us holds no distance, just quiet company and steady time. Some nights call for reaching over, some nights call for staying still. Tonight I'm learning what it means to rest in nearness, calm and full. The record ends, the needle lifts in silence. We stay right where the evening left us both. Your shoulder leans a little toward my shoulder, a small surrender, easy, unforced. I always thought that love meant always holding. Tonight I'm learning slower, softer ways. This closeness, quiet, steady, unhurried, is where I choose to stay for all my days. I don't need to hold you to feel this close. I don't need a word to know you're mine. This small space between us holds no distance, just quiet company and steady time. Close without a touch tonight, still the nearest I softer. One by one the switches find their rest. Just the lamp beside the window burning, throwing soft shapes across your quiet chest. You settle deeper into the old armchair. I settle closer, careful not to speak. The evening finally slows its pace around us. This is the hour that I always seek. Turn the lights down low and stay with me. Let the day dissolve into the dark. No need for anything but quiet. Turn the lights down low and stay with me. The city outside keeps its own bright rhythm, but in here the glow is soft and small. We trade the noise for something gentler. A single lamp is all we need at all. Your fingers brush the edge of mine, unhurried. No words required to say what's understood. The dimmer room has made us slower, closer. This quiet dark has never felt this good. Turn the lights down low and stay with me. Let the day dissolve into the dark. No need for anything but quiet. Turn the lights down low and stay with me. Some rooms need brightness, loud and open. Tonight we only need the dim. A single lamp, a single armchair, and you right here, so close to me. The lamplight makes me careless, honest, tender. I say what daylight never would allow. We stay like this till even the lamp is fading, content to sit in nearly perfect black. Turn the lights down low, I tell you always. It's here with you, I never miss the noise. This dim small room has taught me something. Quiet is its own particular joy. Turn the lights down low and stay with me. Let the day dissolve into the dark. No need for anything but quiet. Turn the lights down low and stay with me. Turn the lights down low tonight. Nothing else here, only you and me. I found the ticket stub inside my jacket from a show we swore we'd see again someday. Life got busy, seasons kept on turning, and somehow that plan got tucked away. Tonight I sit here holding this small paper, wondering how a year could pass so fast. I never meant to let the promise fade out. I only meant to save it, not let it pass. I almost forgot the promise we made back when the nights felt endless and slow. I'm sorry it took a ticket stub to remind me. I almost forgot, but I still wanna go. You laugh when I bring it up over dinner, surprised I kept the thing so small and warm. You say you thought that I had long forgotten. I say the opposite, though it took this long. We circled dates around the kitchen calendar, picking one before the summer ends. I fold the ticket back inside my jacket, ready to keep the promise once again. I almost forgot the promise we made back when the nights felt endless and slow. I'm sorry it took a ticket stub to remind me. I almost forgot, but I still wanna go. Some promises get buried gently, not broken, only left to wait. I'm glad this one came back to find me before it turned into too late. We walking through the same old doorway, different year, familiar creaking floor. You squeeze my hand the way you used to, like we never let this moment go before. The room dim soft, the same old music playing, and nothing here feels distant or delayed. I'm just grateful we made it back here together, grateful for the promise that we made. I almost forgot the promise we made back when the nights felt endless and slow. I'm sorry it took a ticket stub to remind me. I almost forgot, but I still wanna go. A promise I almost forgot, found again and apartment settles into stillness. Every sound outside has gone to rest. I sit here with the lamp turned low beside me and feel the quiet settle in my chest. It isn't loneliness that fills this silence. It's something closer, softer than that word. I speak your name out loud into the stillness, just to hear how gentle it can sound. I say your name into the quiet room, and something in me settles calm and sure. Not a call, not even needing answer, just your name and nothing more. I leave my phone untouched here on the table. I don't need you standing here tonight. Just the shape your name makes in the silence is enough to make the evening feel alright. I wonder if you're somewhere doing something simple, ordinary, far from where I am, and still your name can fill an empty kitchen, warmer than the porch light I just turned off. I say your name into the quiet room, and something in me settles calm and sure. Not a call, not even needing answer, just your name and nothing more. Some nights don't call for conversation. Some nights just call for saying less. One name said slow into the quiet can hold the weight of everything I feel. I turn the lamp off, let the dark come gentle. The name still hangs a moment in the air. I climb into a bed that feels less empty, knowing part of you is somehow here. Tomorrow I'll call you, tell you all the small things, but tonight the quiet was enough to keep. Your name unspoken softens every corner and carries me on gently into sleep. I say your name into the quiet room, and something in me settles calm and sure. Not a call, not even needing answer, just your name and nothing more. Your name in the quiet tonight is all the company The party's thinning, coats are being gathered. Somebody's already called a cab outside. I catch your hand before you reach the hallway and pull you back before the goodbye. The old song playing from the kitchen speaker is slow enough to hold a little more. I don't care if everyone is watching, I just want one dance before the door. Give me one more slow dance before you go. Let the room keep spinning soft and low. I know the night is ending either way. Give me one more slow dance before you go. Your hand finds mine, familiar as always. We sway a little, careful, unrehearsed. The others fade into the far-off corners. This borrowed minute feels like it comes first. I lean my head in close against your shoulder. The song winds down, but we don't seem to mind. We stretch the ending further than it's written, stealing a little more unhurried time. Give me one more slow dance before you go. Let the room keep spinning soft and low. I know the night is ending either way. Give me one more slow dance before you go. I know goodbyes don't need an anthem. A quiet turn will do just fine. One song, one sway, one held on moment before we step back into time. The song ends soft, the speaker falls to silence. Somebody laughs and calls your name outside. You squeeze my hand before you turn to leave me. I watch you go, but something stays inside. The night was ordinary, nothing special except the dance we found before you. And I I almost pulled the curtains fully closed tonight. Almost turned the latch and locked it tight. But something made me pause here at the sill and leave a little gap for the streetlight. It isn't that I'm ready for you fully. It isn't that the hurt has gone away. But closing every window feels too final, and I'm not there, not yet, not today. Just leave the window open, even a crack, enough to hear if you come walking back. I'm not asking anyone in tonight. Just leave the window open, even a crack. The curtain moves a little in the evening, a quiet sign that something's still alive. I sit here with my tea beside the sill light, not waiting, only choosing not to hide. Some nights I think I hear your steps outside. It's just the wind, or maybe just my hope. But still I leave the small gap open nightly, because a closed door leaves no room to grow. Just leave the window open, even a crack, enough to hear if you come walking back. I'm not asking anyone in tonight. Just leave the window open, even a crack. Healing doesn't need a slam door, it only needs a little air. A window cracked instead of shuttered, room enough for us if we get there. Months from now the gap may finally widen, or maybe it will simply stay the same. Either way, I'm learning how to leave it without needing you to say my name. Tonight the curtain lifts a little, breathing. The city hums its quiet, steady tune. I'm not closed and I'm not fully open, just leaving room in case it's you too soon. Just leave the window open, even a crack, enough to hear if you come walking back. I'm not asking anyone in tonight. Just leave the window open, even a crack. Leave the window open tonight, just enough for hope to breathe. days now since you left for the airport. The bathroom still holds something soft and warm. I turn the water on and catch it instantly. A trace of you still drifting through the steam. Your shampoo bottle sitting on the shelf still. I haven't had the heart to switch it out. The mirror fogs the same way that it did when you were humming something soft and slow. The shower still smells like you were here, like you just stepped out a minute ago. The scent will fade in just a few more days, but right now it still smells like you were here. I stand here longer than the water calls for, not washing much, just breathing something in. It isn't sad exactly, more like company. A quiet way of starting days again. The steam clears slow across the mirror's surface, and for a second I forget you're gone. I towel off and step into the bedroom, still carrying your scent along with me. The shower still smells like you were here, like you just stepped out a minute ago. The scent will fade in just a few more days, but right now it still smells like you were here. Someday soon the bottle will run empty. Someday soon this scent will finally fade. But for these few remaining mornings, I'll let it linger unafraid. By Friday it'll smell like only soap here. Ordinary, plain and fully mine. I'm not rushing to replace it early. I'll take these fading mornings while they shine. You'll be back before the scent has fully vanished, back before the shelf feels incomplete. Until then, I'll keep the water running, just to catch what's left of you, still sweet. The shower still smells like you were here, like you just stepped out a minute ago. The scent will fade in just a few more days, but right now it still smells like you were here. What the shower still remembers keeps you close a few days more. The clock says it's later than I planned for. The house is quiet, everyone's asleep. I sit here at the table with my coffee, turning over thoughts I meant to keep. I ask myself if I've been honest lately, if I've said the things I needed to. The silence doesn't answer, only listens, while I work these tangled feelings through. I'm just talking to myself tonight, trying to untangle what I feel. No one's here to hear the questions. I'm just talking to myself tonight. I wonder why I hold my words so careful, why the simplest truths feel hard to say. Maybe I've been scared of being certain. Maybe certainty feels like a risk to take. I say out loud the things I haven't told you, practicing the shape of every phrase. Tomorrow I might finally say them to you. Tonight I'm only finding my own way. I'm just talking to myself tonight, trying to untangle what I feel. No one's here to hear the questions. I'm just talking to myself tonight. Sometimes the loudest kind of honesty starts quiet in an empty room. Sometimes you have to hear your own voice first before you're ready to speak the truth to someone new. The coffee's gone cold, the window's turning lighter, morning edges closer than I planned. I close the notebook where I wrote the questions, feeling steadier than when I began. I still don't have the answers fully finished, but I know a little more than when I sat. Tomorrow I'll say some of this out loud now. Tonight, this quiet talk was where it started. I'm just talking to myself tonight, trying to untangle what I feel. No one's here to hear the questions. I'm just talking to myself tonight, talking to myself There's a place I never show most people, locked up quiet past the ordinary rooms, where the things I've never said out loud lie, waiting patient in the gentle gloom. I've kept the door closed tight for years now, not from fear exactly, more from care. Tonight I'm turning slowly toward that hallway, wondering if you might wanna enter there. There's a room behind my heart just for you, small and quiet, nothing much to see, just the truest things I've never spoken. There's a room behind my heart just for you. The furniture in there is old and simple, feelings I collected through the years. Nothing fancy, nothing polished for a stranger, just the honest parts I've kept from view. I hand you the key without a speech prepared, no grand tour, no explanation planned. You step inside so carefully, so gentle, like you understood before you even began. There's a room behind my heart just for you, small and quiet, nothing much to see, just the truest things I've never spoken. There's a room behind my heart just for you. Some hearts stay closed their whole existence, some hearts open only once or twice. I chose tonight to finally show you the quiet room I've kept out of sight. You don't rearrange a single thing inside it, you just sit down gentle on the floor. I realize I've never felt this steady, showing someone what I hide before. The room feels lighter with you sitting in it, less like something buried, more like home. I think I'll leave the door unlocked here after, now that you've seen the room I called my own. There's a room behind my heart just for you, small and quiet, nothing much to see, just the truest things I've never spoken. There's a room behind my heart just for you. The room behind my heart is open now that you have found your way. The storm has finally quieted this evening. Water dripping slow from every eve. The street outside looks washed and almost gentle, like the rain took something heavy that I need to leave. I sit here by the window, still unsettled from a day that felt too loud, too fast, too much. Then I hear you calling softly from the kitchen, and something in my shoulders starts to loosen up. Your voice comes soft after the rain, like the storm was clearing space for you. Every worry drains out with the water. Your voice comes soft after the rain. You never asked what dragged the day so long. You just hand me something warm to hold. The kettle hums a low and steady rhythm, matching how your voice sounds, calm and slow. Outside, the puddles catch the last light breaking inside. Your words are doing something similar, clearing out the noise I carried with me, leaving only quiet, steady, clear. Your voice comes soft after the rain, like the storm was clearing space for you. Every worry drains out with the water. Your voice comes soft after the rain. Some storms need a loud goodbye, some just fade to gentle mist. This one left behind a stillness, and your voice was there in it. By the time the last drop leaves the gutter, I've forgotten what had weighed on me at all. You're still talking, quiet, unhurried, easy, about nothing much, and somehow that says all. I always figured comfort needed answers. Tonight I've learned it's simpler than that. Just your voice after a storm has settled is comfort enough to steady where I'm at. Your voice comes soft after the rain, like the storm was clearing space for you. Every worry drains out with the water. Your voice comes soft after the rain. The voice after the rain tonight, softer than the storm could ever be. We've stopped needing to fill up every minute car ride home can pass in easy quiet. Your hand rests loose on top of mine, unhurried. Neither of us feels the need to try it. Other people fill their silence up with static, nervous words to cover up the space. We learned somewhere along these years together, quiet doesn't mean there's nothing there. This silence, it's only ours to keep. No one else could understand it right. This silence, it's only ours to keep. Comfortable, easy, steady through the night. We sit on the porch and watch the evening settle. Coffee cooling slow between us both. Nobody feels the need to fill the stillness with small talk we could easily forgo. A neighbor waves and wonders why we're quiet. We just smile, we don't explain a thing. This kind of silence took us years to build here. It isn't empty, it is everything. This silence, it's only ours to keep. No one else could understand it right. This silence, it's only ours to keep. Comfortable, easy, steady through the night. Strangers might mistake it for distance. Friends might guess we've run dry of things worth saying, but we know better. We built this quiet, slowly, gently, through the ordinary days. Years from now, I think we'll still be sitting somewhere quiet, needing nothing more. Just this steady, comfortable silence that took us this long to build for sure. I wouldn't trade it for the loudest evening. Trade this quiet ease we found. This silence, ours alone, unspoken, easy, is the steadiest love I know. This silence, it's only ours to keep. No understand it right. This silence, it's only ours to keep. Comfortable, easy, steady through the night. The silence only we share says more than either of us could. night we first talked here. The details blur no matter how I try. Some part of that story slipped away from me. A page torn loose, I can't identify. I ask you what you remember of that evening. You laugh, admitting you can barely recall. It scares me a little, losing something precious, even a moment small among them all. I keep looking for the page that went missing, the one where everything between us began. I know the stories still are still standing, even with one page missing from my hand. Maybe it doesn't matter the exact beginning. Maybe the story holds without that part. We've written many pages since that evening, enough to make a fuller kind of art. Still some nights I lie awake and wonder what was said, what silence came before. I search old messages for any fragment, hoping I might find that page once more. I keep looking for the page that went missing, the one where everything between us began. I know the stories still are still standing, even with one page missing from my hand. Not every chapter needs remembering. Some just quietly become the frame. The missing page still holds its outline, even if I can't recall the name. You tell me stop chasing what's already faded. Just write the pages we're still living now. I try to let the missing one stay missing, trusting what we've built since anyhow. Someday maybe it will surface unexpected, a photo or a song or something small. Until then I'll stop searching quite so often and trust the story, missing page and all. I keep looking for the page that went missing, the one where everything between us began. I know the stories still are still standing, even with one page missing from my hand. every kind of trouble, deadlines stack and patience running thin. You walking tired, barely holding steady. I open up the door and let you in. I don't need to fix a single thing that's broken. I just need to stay right where I am. A steady light so you can find your bearings when everything around you feels like sand. I'll stand here like a lighthouse for you, steady through whatever storm rolls in. I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stand here like a lighthouse for you. You collapse onto the couch and let it all go. The tears you held together all day long. I don't say much, I just stay close beside you. A quiet presence, steady, calm and strong. Some nights don't need advice or clever answers. Some nights just need somebody to stay and put. I'll keep the porch light burning through your worst ones. Whatever storm is passing, I've got you. I'll stand here like a lighthouse for you, steady through whatever storm rolls in. I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stand here like a lighthouse for you. Lighthouses don't chase the ships that pass them. They just hold their ground and shine on through. That's the kind of love I want to offer. Steady, waiting, always here for you. By morning, something in your shoulders softens. The worst of yesterday is drained away. You thank me quiet, say you don't know how you'd manage without somewhere steady you could stay. I tell you that's exactly what I'm here for. Not to steer the ship, just hold the light. You settle your head soft against my shoulder, and the storm outside feels smaller than last night. I'll stand here like a lighthouse for you, steady through whatever storm rolls in. I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stand here like a lighthouse for you, like a lighthouse for you tonight. Steady, waiting, holding on. You left just minutes ago, running for the train now. The chair still keeps the outline of where you sat. I touched the coat you nearly forgot taking, surprised at how much warmth is still in that. The room feels strange, half full and half already empty. Your coffee cup still sitting there half drunk. sit back down beside the quiet table, feeling something soft instead of sunk. Your coat is still warm on the chair, like you only stepped outside a while. Missing you feels different when the warmth remains. Your coat is still warm on the chair. I could fold it up and hang it by the doorway, but I let it sit a little longer here. Some kind of comfort in the lingering warmth of it, softer than a memory or a photograph nearer still. The clock says it's been nearly half an hour. The warmth is fading slow into the room. I know soon it will feel just like an ordinary chair, empty and quiet, waiting for you soon. Your coat is still warm on the chair, like you only stepped outside a while. Missing you feels different when the warmth remains. Your coat is still warm on the chair. I once feared the empty spaces. Now I notice warmth before the cold. This little trace of you still lingers, longer than I thought a moment holds. You'll walk back, and a few short hours later, laughing, tired, glad to be home again. I won't mention how I sat here with your coat's warmth, or how it eased an hour I spent alone. Not every part needs turning into confession. Some things are enough just noticed, quiet, small. The coat, the cup, the shape still in the cushion, told me you'd be back before you called. Your coat is still warm on the chair, like you only stepped outside a while. Missing you feels different when the warmth remains. Your coat is still warm on the chair. The coat's still warm on the chair, tells me you'll be home again soon. past all the ladders, blankets spread across the gravel there. The city lights below can't reach this quiet. Only stars are watching from up there. You point out shapes you swear look like a something. I'm not alone, not sure I see it too, but mostly I'm just glad to share this rooftop under all this open, wide, dark blue. I left my wish out with the stars tonight, too nervous still to say it straight to you. I left my wish out with the stars tonight. Someday soon I hope you'll hear it too. You ask me what I'm wishing for so quiet. I laugh it off and say it's nothing much. You let it go, don't push me for an answer. Just settle closer, warm beneath my touch. The truth is bigger than I'm ready telling. A future built with you, unhurried, slow. I'm not sure yet exactly how to phrase it, so I let the stars just quietly hold. I left my wish out with the stars tonight, too nervous still to say it straight to you. I left my wish out with the stars tonight. Someday soon I hope you'll hear it too. Maybe next year on the same rooftop I'll finally say the wish out loud. Until then, let the stars keep holding what I haven't found the words for now. The blankets damp with dew by time we notice. We laugh and gather everything to go. You take my hand, climbing back down the ladder, not knowing all the weight that wish still holds. Someday I'll bring you back up to this rooftop and finally tell you what the stars have kept. For now I'm glad just knowing that you're near me, under every quiet promise I haven't said yet. I left my wish out with the stars tonight, too nervous still to say it straight to you. I left my wish out with the stars tonight. Someday soon I hope you'll hear it too. before the cabinet like always. 2 plates already balanced in my hand. Halfway to the table I remember it's just me tonight, no one else planned. I laugh a little, quiet at myself here. Set the second plate back on the shelf. Some nights the habit wins before I catch it. Some nights I forget I'm cooking just for one. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit before I even noticed what I'd done. It isn't sad, it's just an old routine still. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit. I used to set the table without thinking. A place for you was second nature then. Now I'm learning slowly, plate by plate, how to make this kitchen new again. Some nights I catch myself mid-motion smiling at how the body holds on longer than the mind. Some nights I let the second plate sit empty just to sit with what it means a while. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit before I even noticed what I'd done. It isn't sad, it's just an old routine still. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit. Habits don't unlearn themselves quickly. They linger soft in ordinary things. A second plate, a second chair pulled outward, small reminders of what used to be. Tonight I catch it earlier than usual. 1 plate down before I even reach the shelf. A little progress, quiet and unnoticed. Just me learning how to set this table for myself. Someday the habit won't return at all here. Someday 1 plate will simply be enough. Until then I'll laugh it off gently. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit before I even noticed what I'd done. It isn't sad, it's just an old routine still. Tonight I set 2 plates down out of habit. 2 plates out of habit still. Slowly becoming just one. There's a corner of me that stayed unfinished ever since a version of my life moved on. I filled the days with work and simple habits, but something in the middle still feels gone. I'm not asking you to fix what's broken, I'm just asking if you'd wanna stay close enough to reach the empty corner maybe make it feel like less of space. Come and fill the space that's waiting here. Not to erase what came before, just here. Come and fill the space that's waiting here. I think it might have always been for you. You don't ask questions about what came before me. You just show up steady, week by week. The empty corner isn't fully empty anymore. Since you started coming near, I always figured that gap would stay unfilled here. Something permanent I'd learned to live around. Then you walked in easy, unassuming, and somehow made the quiet feel less loud. Ooh, come and fill the space that's waiting here. Not to erase what came before, just here. Come and fill the space that's waiting here. I think it might have always been for you. I'm not asking you to be a patch job. I'm asking you to simply be. The space was never meant to sit there empty. Maybe this space was meant for you and me. Some mornings now I notice how it's different. The corner doesn't ache the way it used to before. You're not replacing anything I carry. You're just making room feel full once more. I never thought I'd say this out loud fully, that healing came in slow, unhurried, small. But here you are, and here's the space I saved you. Thank you for just choosing to fill it all. Come and fill the space that's waiting here. Not to erase what came before, just here. Come and fill the space that's waiting here. I think it might have always been for you. Fill the space in my heart tonight. It's been waiting patient for you. The night has carried us through every worry, every quiet talk, and every fear laid bare. Now the window's turning gray behind the curtain, and the hardest part of the dark is somewhere back there. You reach across the bed and pull me closer. No words are needed here, only holding on. Just this steady, warm, unhurried holding before the first light starts to call. Hold me here before the dawn, before the day comes rushing in. Hold me here just before the dawn. This quiet is the calmest I have been. We don't move when the birds outside start singing. We let the sunrise wait a little longer. This embrace feels like it's closing something. A long night finally settling at its core. I feel your heartbeat steady under my ear now, slower than it was a few hours back. Whatever storm we carried through the darkness feels lighter now, held gentle in your arms. Hold me here just before the dawn, before the day comes rushing in. Hold me here just before the dawn. This quiet is the calmest I have been. Some nights ask for talking, some for tears. Tonight just asked for holding on. This is how we say we made it through it, wrapped up quiet just before the dawn. Eventually the light will fill the bedroom. Eventually we'll rise and face the day. But for this one more minute we stay tangled, not needing anywhere to be or say. Whatever came before this quiet morning feels forgiven, folded gently into rest. I'll remember this embrace before the sunrise, longer than the hardest parts we've faced. Hold me here just before the dawn, before the day comes rushing in. Hold me here just before the dawn. This quiet is the calmest I have been. An embrace before dawn tonight, softly closing out the dark.